What's going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to another video. It's another experiment today on the channel. Now before I start the video, again, I normally always seem to have a message before the video starts. Yesterday I did an experiment with Frank Lampard. If you didn't check it out, go and check that out. But before the video I said I'm fast approaching 1,000 subscribers and I'd like to do a Q&A for it. I have had a few questions, but literally I probably will hit 1,000 in the next couple of days or so. So I want to do that Q&A shortly. So if you guys do have any questions, please do leave them in the comment section down below. Put like a hashtag Q&A or just put full Q&A, just so I know what it's about. And in the next couple of days you can check that out. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, so you can know when that vlog is out. And I hope you guys enjoy this experiment, and we'll get it going now. What's up guys, it's Dave and welcome to my channel. Make sure you drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Now watch this. Ugh. So today's experiment it was quite a popular recommendation, requested quite a lot, and it's David Beckham at Manchester United. Now when I saw this I thought, is David Beckham going to be on the Football Manager database? I had a look, he actually is, and as you can see I've put him as the manager of Manchester United. Now his stats aren't great compared to a couple of other managers that we've had. Man management's only 8, his tactical knowledge is at 4, and his judging player ability and potentials at 9 and 8 respectively, but his level of discipline and motivation is good at 15 and 14. Now his preferred formation is 4-1-2-3 with a defensive midfielder and wide midfielders, a passing playing style, and attacking coaching style. He's got a very cautious playing mentality, closing down pressing style, a mixed marking style, and his second preferred formation is 4-4-2. And as you can see, Beckham's reputation isn't great, but he's got fantastic scouting knowledge, to be fair, of United States. As expected, he played there for a while. I'm pretty sure he lived there for a while as well. England, as you'd expect, France, and Spain, where he's played, and Italy as well. He had a slight stint at AC Milan, if I remember, for a couple of years. So he's had a bit of a vast career, and you'd always think David Beckham was he was always in a place for quite a while, and he was, because he played for United for 12 years, and he played for Real Madrid for a good 4 years. He was at LA Galaxy about 5 years, which is seems quite a long time compared to how long he was actually there for. But yeah, we're gonna get this going. Of course, Beckham's still quite young for a manager, and if we click on Manchester United, we'll see what he's ranked as a person, and he's under icon, so he's not a legend. He's an icon at the club, and Manchester United media predicted third. So Beckham's got to try and kind of be in the top 4, and I think he'll keep his job just there. I've also got the kits now, which look pretty smart. I think they changed how they look in the game as well, which is pretty cool. Home, away, and third kits. I think I got those off the FM Scout website. If you guys want a link to that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll drop a link in the comment section down below. But we'll skip forward the first season, and we'll see how it goes. So we skip forward 1 season. For some reason, my manager face has gone off. But quite a lot of jobs available in the Premier League. Manchester City, Villa, West Brom and Watford jobs available. Now, Manchester United finished in 5th place. Now, they didn't get a Champions League and then missed out by 8 points, which is quite a big margin. Chelsea bossed it this season, but Arsenal as well. 93 and 92 points. For 2 teams to have that many points is incredible. Really big tally right there. So, Manchester United will check out. Oh, and Louis van Gaal is the manager. So, David Beckham is no longer the manager. Louis van Gaal has gone back to Manchester United, despite obviously losing his job at the start of the season. Now, they must have done okay, because I can see here Juventus, they played pretty late in the season. So they probably got to the semis of the Champions League. David Beckham was sacked in the middle of March. 12th of March he was sacked. After 255 games in charge, had a bit of a mixed spell. Didn't win any silverware. He won 21 games and lost 14 and drew 9. Giggsy went in charge for 23 days. He didn't lose a game, but he drew 2 and won just 1. Louis van Gaal, since coming back, has only lost 1 out of 10 games, won the other 9. Now, see Beckham brought in, because he was there for both transfer windows, and he only brought in 2 players. First one was Andreas Samaris from Benfica for 20.5 million. He's a central midfielder. He only started 21 games, but his value has shot up a little bit. Very good player physically as well. And the other player is striker Diego Roland from Bordeaux. He could play on the wings as well. He wasn't really a regular, more again coming off the bench. Quite a quick player. and decent on the ball as well. The only sale he made was Marouane Fellaini. He went in January to Chelsea for £6.5 million. And other competitions, bearing in mind Louis van Gaal finished the season with them. He finished pretty strong, Louis van Gaal. We'll check the schedule though, because Beckham didn't start well at all, to be honest. Look at that, he was at the bottom of the league at one point. He got them. He rose up with them slightly though in the end. But Manchester United finished on 66 points. Quite well, 4 points ahead of Liverpool, but 8 points behind Spurs. Semi-final, they were knocked out by Juventus. Bayern ended up winning that whole thing. In the FA Cup, they lost in the 5th round to Bristol City. And I'm not sure if Beckham would have been in charge for that one, actually. We'll check it out. And Capital One Cup, which I know he would have been in charge for, was knocked out in the 3rd round by Ipswich Town. So we'll check the schedule, though, and see kind of what went on. And why Beck's kind of lost his job. Now, it was in the middle of March somewhere, so he came to this game around here. If you see that, Louis van Gaal didn't lose a game. He won the majority, beat Man City, Liverpool as well along the way. Beckham didn't start well at all. Didn't win any of his first 5. First win came against Arsenal, which is pretty good. Didn't lose again got 5 wins on the trot. Mixed spell, he couldn't really beat some of the big boys along the way. I mean, drawing to Bournemouth first game doesn't help it. If I can get this in date order. Yeah, losing to Bournemouth at the start of the season didn't help. I mean, they should really be probably picking up 12 to 15 points out of that first 5 games, to be honest. And he didn't do so. FA Cup, he was in charge when they lost to Bristol City. He took them to a replay and they lost in that. That's shocking, to be honest, to have 2 shots at Bristol City and lose. Well, not beat them. Beat Swansea and Blackburn along the way. Capital One Cup, lost the penalties to Ipswich Town. Bit of a mixed team. Not the strongest team he could have put out. And the Champions League, I mean, he got them to the quarter-final where Louis van Gaal took charge. Lost on away goals in the end, but he beat if I can put this in date order again, beat Monaco in the playoff. Their group was pretty tough, actually. Had Barca, Roma and Dinamo Kiev. They got through in the end, beat Barcelona once, lost the other time. Beckham was in charge for the Borussia Mönchengladbach game where they won, I think it was 4-3 on aggregate in the end it was. So that was pretty tight. But they got a victory in that in the end as well. Tactic-wise, I can't really check out his tactics, I'm afraid, because it's going to be Louis van Gaal tactics on there now. But we can check out the players and see kind of who performed quite well this season. I mean, Beckham was in charge for the majority, so that's kind of what we can look at. And this season, the most appearances was David De Gea, who got 53. Well, Daley Blind got 54 appearances. Well, Bastian Schweinsteiger actually got 55. He had the most appearances. David De Gea with the most starts. Top goal scorer this season was Juan Mata, closely followed behind by Memphis Depay and Wayne Rooney. Most assists was also Mata, who looked like he had a really solid season. Player of the match, Mata again with 10. Depay with 8. Daley Blind with 6. Best average rating was by Mata with 7.96, which is an incredibly high average rating for a player. Juan Mata looks like he could be a really good player. And whenever we've done an experiment, he's really seemed to shine. He's a really good player on this game, to be honest. I mean, look at those stats. 16 finishing as well. I have actually got a network set with Manchester United. I can't really fit Mata in, so I've really got to try and find a formation where I can try and fit Mata in a little bit more. Because look at those. 14 appearances in the Champions League, got an 8.27 rating, which is absolutely incredible. But this, well, that's the end of the experiment because David Beckham has been sacked, I'm afraid, just after 1 year in charge. And I think, I can't even click on him, I think he's retired from management, which is absolutely incredible. He's actually retired from the management now. I've gone general. Yeah, he's still an icon, but I can't even click on him now. He must have retired, left. I'm not too sure what he's doing. But he's gone. We can't even see if his reputational stats went up slightly. But that is the end of the experiment, guys. And David Beckham has kind of failed at his spell in charge at Old Trafford. If you guys have enjoyed this experiment, please do drop a like down below. If you've got any requests for some experiments that you would like to see, please let me know also, and I'll put them onto my long list that I've already got that I'm trying my best to get through. Obviously, leave the questions to the Q&A. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can catch me over on Twitter, which is @DaveAsAPartyFM. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.